County woman faced a judge a few hours ago for a case investigators describe as disgusting and disturbing. Now, we want to warn you, the details of this case are graphic in nature. A judge set 19-year-old Denise Frazier's bond at $25,000. Deputies arrested her in the Myrick community Wednesday. The sheriff's department received a tip about graphic videos of unnatural intercourse on social media. The department says it's in the initial investigation phase, but has found no evidence that Frazier was threatened or coerced to participate in these acts on video. 3 separate dogs were seen on video, and all animals are now in a safe place getting medical help. The lead investigator says he's never worked a case like this before.
We've never dealt with this particular type of case before, so there's really no true words to describe it, other than disgusting. And so right now, like I said, we're still in that initial stage, kind of past the first part of it, but we're still going to look into it to see if there's more.
Jones County say some videos may have been made in other counties, and they have alerted those counties, and more charges may be added.
Oh my goodness, what in the fuck, you sick bitch. Like, what? Shaking my head, I don't even know what to say, y'all. Like, the sick-ish going on. What else can you say? $25,000 bail seems kind of low, yo. I say remand her into custody. Put her away. Put her in a nut house. I don't even know, man. Comment, y'all. Like, do you guys hear this ish? And ain't that crazy the way it popped up in my stream? Y'all see that where, you ever see times where just like organically things come up on the timeline? Like, you know what I mean? Where something is it's 2 unassociated things, but they come up right next to each other, and it's like wild, you know what I'm saying? And you got the thing about this sick, disturbing crime story about this woman violating, you heard it, not 1 but 3 dogs, you know what I'm saying? But totally unrelated under it is some girl saying, my boyfriend loves when I do that. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, oh, it's not related, yo. But you heard in the reports there, though, y'all, they said there is no signs. Authorities are making this very clear, because she's now trying to say, she was forced to do this. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And like, people just be always trying to flip the script and make themselves the victim. I'm not buying that for a second. You heard them. The dogs are in a safe place getting medical attention. Let me find out she gave the dogs the HIV or the clap or something like that. You sick bitch. Like, real talk, what the fuck? And I'm glad people tipped off authorities. Like, am I hearing this correctly? Did she put this ish on OnlyFans? Jesus, man. Yo, like, you know how dogs get euthanized and put down when their life is, quality of life is not good no more? You're hearing a story here where you're like, damn, yo, you're so sick. Maybe you should be euthanized. Like, seriously, when I heard this, I just really did not know what to say, y'all. Dogs are in a safe place, though. Fucking insane. She's a serial dog violator, y'all. Shaking my motherfucking head, man. But shout out to the people who called it in. Seriously, yo. Call to see. I'm snitching. Like a sick-ish like this, you gotta call the law. But in other situations too, man, like, I'm snitching. Straight up, man. You know what I mean? Like, the game's so twisted where people are afraid to call certain ish in, man. Like, come on, man. In other news, some other crime news, totally unrelated, let's make that clear. Frenchie, y'all remember this guy? Frenchie, BSM, Brick Squad, Monopoly, Waka Flocka's cousin. You know what I mean? I've been seeing him around for years. It's kind of crazy the way the Brick Squad era kind of came and went, Waka Flocka got his bread, got up out the game. Gucci's still around, although, they were like different entities, but had a partnership in a way at the same time or whatever. It's a whole nother story. But like the Brick Squad era just over, right? And Gucci out here looking for new talent. Y'all seen that? Talk about, yo, do remixes to these songs and I want to find a new artist or whatever. I wonder if that's for real or not, man. But comment if you ever were big in the Brick Squad, if you thought Frenchie was talented or whatnot. But this ish is crazy. It seems he was still in the streets at the same time. You know what's wild too? If you go through his social media, you'll see he has a post up where he's like, yo, my net worth is $9 million. Y'all seen recently when Lil Wayne was sharing with the world, don't be believing these net worth jump offs online, you know? But Frenchie's like, yo, I'm worth 9 mil. But then you see here, he just got sentenced. I think he blew trial because they're talking about in the press that he's going to appeal the decision. So obviously, if you cop out and take a plea, you can't appeal. So I'm guessing he blew trial. But reportedly, they're saying this was like a botched robbery where he meant to hit up another house where there was like over 100K worth of weed. But who knows if the authorities got that right or not, I don't know. But in the midst of it all, I guess, you know, this was a straight up home invasion. They was telling motherfuckers get down or lay down. Autistic kid got pistol whipped and all this, man. And this is in Suffolk County, New York, which I believe is like the Long Island area. And the prosecutors put out like this is one of the most outrageous cases that they've ever prosecuted. You know, they were very upset. Autistic kid gets pistol whipped and all this. But I didn't even know Frenchie was locked up. If you go check his social media, he ain't posted in a grip. But yeah, sentenced to 12 years and 5 years post-release when he comes home. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Talking about they're going to appeal the case. I don't know, man. But that rap money must have been coming in real slow to put your freedom on the line out here doing home invasions.
Because, you know, Angel Reese do it, and when it's a problem, and then when Caitlin Clark did it, it wasn't a problem. So, of course, I mean, it looked crazy out there. You know, you had sportscasters that was calling, you know, a young black female, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff online, and these guys are professional guys, you know. And so it was kind of crazy to me, because in basketball, any kind of sports, talking trash is a part of the game. I mean, it was for the championship game, you know, and shout to LSU and Iowa State, and shout out to Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. But I feel like it's competition, and, you know, even when I'm playing 2K, if you're playing any game, video games, we get excited. You know, guys talk trash. Guys might even fight over video games or actual sports in the neighborhood. So, you know, talking trash is just competitive nature. I mean, when you look at Angel Reese, you look at her, she's a woman that's popularizing women's basketball. You know, you got Lil Wayne calling the phone. You got Boosie, you know, excited over LSU. Like, this championship was big. I mean, she's making women's basketball bigger than what it is. Just looking at her, like, everybody knows who Angel Reese now. I didn't know her a couple of days ago, but everybody knows who she is, as well as Caitlin Clark. But I mean, it looks like, yo, when a black girl do it, it's a problem. But when a white girl do it, it's not a problem. It looks crazy. I mean, that's just how people are just looking at it in general. You know, I mean, I don't judge anybody. You know, I came up around in New York City where we got, you know, white people, Jewish, we got all kinds of people. It's a melting pot of people. So, you know, I never judge anybody by their color, but, you know, when a black girl do it, she's getting cursed out. When Caitlin Clark did it, you know, they still get invited to the White House. You know, look kind of crazy. Shout out John Cena for even acknowledging me from getting a dance from me when I did it later on, because that dance was created. I was on the run in the club video, so I was just trying to hide my face.
Tony Yayo going off there. I don't know if y'all seen this. Been a big controversy ever since the women's Final Four came to a close. LSU getting the W. And, you know, I did a video about this other day where Cena, you know, it was like more about the whole "you can't see me" thing. Like, you heard Yayo there talk about he was on parole, or on the run, I'm sorry. So he was just trying to not be seen in the club video. And, you know, he was shouting out John Cena. And that's what I was talking about more in the previous video, that over the years, people have thought Cena was the originator of this dance. But you heard Yayo, he said, shout out to Cena. You know, Cena always shared that he got it from me because and did it to like his brother dared him to do it. So we did it out there on Raw and everything like that. But I just don't understand why this has been so controversial. Like, I'm inclined to agree with Yayo here. For one, yo, you talk your ish in sports. I mean, if you dish it out, you got to be able to take it. That's what it is. You know what I mean? But this is big headlines. You heard him. Wheezy, Boosie is hitting up this Angel Reese girl, and it's good for the sport. It's like a lot of people are paying attention. It's a lot of eyes on the sport and everything like that. Women's college hoops. But for real, like, right? The other girl, the Caitlyn chick, and Yayo wasn't hating either. He said shout out to her as well, but wasn't she doing the celebration first? So why is this such a problem when Angel Reese does it? I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm inclined to agree with what Yayo's saying here. Like, cut it the fuck out, man. You know, the Caitlyn girl, you know, she put up numbers or whatever, but in the end, she couldn't do enough to get the W for her school. But for real, why are all these sports broadcasters attacking Angel Reese? Like, cut it out, man. They got the championship. You know, a lot of eyes are on college women hoops again. And, you know, this is just a major moment. Let her and LSU enjoy their victory, their W, their championship. You know what I'm saying? Cut this hating ass ish the fuck out. For real, why was it okay when Caitlyn did it, but not Angel? You know what I mean? Fuck out of here with that. But that concludes this one, guys. Hit the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to sub up and stay tuned for much more content. Jay Coffee Talk, talking music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. Y'all, I'm up out of here. Peace.